Hi, it's Denise with Ladybug Stampin here with another video tutorial for you guys today, and I am back doing the monthly challenges for the Christmas Stampathon for 2021. I took last year off because I needed to get some other things done, regular Stampin' Up stuff. So I took last year off, and I'm so excited that I'm coming back in 2021. Also joining me back is Ruth, and then we have another new, we have a new person, but I'll have all that on my blog, so, I'll have to, tell you everything here. But we have some lovely ladies from Australia, the UK, and of course me from the United States. And every month on the 25th, we give you a little challenge. It could be some inspiration, I should say. We give you inspiration to create 4 cards, I think it is, and depends on if we have a project, we could have a project other than a card, maybe like tags or something like that. And then you have until the 24th of the next month to get those in. And I'm excited to start the first one in January, y'all. This is so exciting for me because I have really been busy. I have moved jobs and everything else, and it was so fun to get in the craft room and create. So this month we are actually creating a card. Here's my card using this template. I hope you guys can see this. There we go. I hope you guys can see that. And so you've got these lovely lines here, and then it looks like a cutout. If you guys can see that, it's kind of cut out right there. And then a sentiment and stuff. And you're supposed to take this as inspiration and then create your card. So this is what I came up with. I took some stamps, and I didn't use paper. I just kind of stamped it up and then kind of created this little in the middle. And then there's my sentiment. And then for these kind of little 3 dots, I just use one of the stamps. So it's not supposed to be exact. You don't have to do it exact. You can if you want. That's fine too. Or you can just draw inspiration from it, the layout, or maybe even the colors. So, but I think we're going more for the layout this time. So, and this will be on our Facebook page. We do have a Facebook group that is specific for the Stampathon, and I have a link all that down below. And it will give you the post, and that's where you will post your creations on there. Okay, so I can't wait to see what you guys come up with. Please join us, and if you'd like to be approved to join the group, just head on over there, click on the link, and I think there's a couple of questions, just so we can keep out the strangers, and we'd love to have you. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's get started with what we're going to do today. So we're going to be using these Peaceful Boughs bundle. And I don't think it's a bundle price anymore, but it does come with its own dies. And I haven't worked a whole lot with this. I don't think I've worked a whole lot with this set. I've probably made a couple cards with it. And I thought, well, this is what I'm going to use. This is one of the Christmas stamps I do have that's in the annual catalog that you can actually get currently. And I don't know, I just like greenery at Christmas. So we're going to use that. The colors we're going to use is Mossy Meadow and Soft Suede. And we're also going to use a little Cinnamon Cider, which is one of the new 2020 to 2022 in colors. And we're going to use the ribbon only, but I thought this would be a nice little mix. Okay, and as you can see, it just adds a little color to it, but keeping with the same kind of neutral family. All right, so let's go ahead and let's get started. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take some of our well, look at that. I got ink on there. No. I'll turn it on the other side because paper has 2 sides, right? We're going to take some of this Whisper White. Now I don't have any of the basic white yet. I need to get some. I thought I had ordered some, and I did not. I just got a little bit of grid paper here to kind of help me so I don't stamp on my table. And so I don't have any basic white yet, but I'm going to order it again. I thought I had ordered some and I hadn't. And we're going to get out Mossy Meadow, and we're going to get out one of our D blocks. And on here, and I might sound a little frazzled, y'all. I've got so much stuff going on. And you guys know I love my family, and we've been hanging out. And so I feel like I always do my best work, though, for me anyways, when I'm like last minute, getting it at the gun, before the gun goes off. And so hopefully you guys like this card. So we're going to take the Mossy Meadow, open it up, and try not to get no ink. And I had to ink this up or re-ink it because it was getting dry, hardly any ink. I'm just going to stamp that. And how I did this to get because the inspiration, the papers, the DSP is different colors. So instead of using more than one ink, I decided just to stamp stamp, and stamp like that to get a little bit of depth and a little bit of color. And then I'm going to come back here and stamp, stamp, and stamp. Now I did go all the way up and all the way down, okay? And I'm just going to stamp off here so I can get down here. You don't have to do that. You can stay right in the middle like they had, but I just kind of went all the way up. And no, I kind of like that. But I'm going to come back and fill some of this in a little bit because it seems like it's a little bit, I don't know, it seems too bare for me. So, and I'll show you the other one I didn't do that with, but you know, I like to do different every time. Then we're going to take, where's that stamp set at? We're going to take these little those little dots right there, little flecks, and I am going to take the Mossy Meadow again. Okay. I mean, I haven't had time to go do my nails, y'all. That's how busy it's been. And I'm just going to put some little dots there. And then I kind of just sprinkle them like so. You know, kind of like that throughout that. That makes it look like snow's falling even though it's green. I mean, green snow. I mean, you know, today's world, who knows? Okay, so now we're going to put this to the side for a minute and let that dry. And we're going to get out some Crumb Cake and a piece of Whisper White. And we're going to use soft suede. So we're going to use soft suede on the Crumb Cake. I didn't want Crumb Cake. I wanted to get it a little bit darker because of pine cone, you know. It's got Crumb Cake colors and soft suede, probably a little early espresso. And I'm going to get out this little pine cone, or the big pine cone, and then the small pine cone. It's going to be a quick video, I'm hoping, for y'all. And then I'm going to stamp this twice. Okay, look how pretty that is, y'all. I just love pine cones. And then we're going to take the small one. Okay, on a different note, I feel like I'm getting age spots. I'm 51. I'm starting to know some age spots. So how old do you guys, some of you, how did you get when you started getting your age spots? I know it's off topic, right? But, you know, that's Denise. Oh, wait, we need the soft suede one more time to stamp our greeting. And I'm going to use the Season's Greetings because, you know, that in the inspiration, it was a very tiny sentiment. So I'm just going to ink some more of that up. And we're just going to stamp it kind of in the middle of this Whisper White piece. And you just want to use some scraps that you have, you know, around, or make some scraps for the Crumb Cake and stuff. Because you don't want to use a big piece and then have a bunch of waste. Like, I could probably get a pine cone out of that. So we're going to take those. And then we also have another piece of Crumb Cake, a piece of Old Olive, and then Mossy Meadow. And we're going to use our dies this time. I love these dies, y'all. Okay, and on here, they have this great big one. Look at that. I didn't want to use that because it was too big. And then this one was a little bit, just one. So I decided to use this piece. And what I did is I ran it through in the Mossy Meadow, the Old Olive, and the Crumb Cake. And then I used the outline, because you do have these that you could use. You could probably use this with the Crumb Cake, and then this with like early espresso and soft suede, and it gives you a little bit more texture. But I decided not to do that, and I just used the outline. Okay, and then on the small one here, and then I also used this piece for our sentiment. Okay, and I like that it's got these little holes on the side because it gives you a different look. So I did all that, but I already have that ready. So here they are. Look how pretty these leaves are. There's some of my hair in there. Let's get that out. Okay, look at this. So pretty. Look, I just love how that kind of goes together. So what we're going to do, first thing we're going to do is we're going to take one of our big pine cones, and we're going to get out some dimensionals. Okay, and I'm going to put on the back of this right here, like so. And then I'm going to get a small one, this small pine cone, and I'm going to get another dimensional, but I'm only going to put it at the top, okay? I don't want to put it at the bottom, and there's a reason for that. Okay, and then we're going to get out we're going to take some more dimensionals. We're going to take 2 more, and we're just going to put it on the top and the bottom of this sentiment. All right, now we're going to take our cinnamon cider. We're going to get everything ready, and then we're going to put our card together. Okay, so I'm going to take this, use my stamped image as my size, and I'm going to take about that much off, about right there, using my paper snips like that. Okay, and then on this one, I'm just going to angle it quite a bit, like a good angle. Do you see that? Okay, I'm going to take that and angle it because we're going to weave it into these little holes right here. You see that? Those little holes. Okay, so we're going to take this and we're going to go in here. And then we're just going to come back out. We're going to go in the back. We're going to come out this side. Whoops, come on. All right. So we're going to bring it back. And I'm going to straighten this out in the back so it'll lay, somewhat properly. Okay, like so. Okay, we're going to pull this out. So you want to pull it out where, see how this is kind of gathered like that at the back? You want to pull it out so in the front it kind of doesn't have that. It looks like that. I did that on the first one and I didn't really like it, so I'm trying to make sure it doesn't do this one. But I'll show you the way it looks on the first card. Okay. Sorry about that, guys. I had an alarm go off. I turned them off. Okay, so we're going to lay it down like this. So let's go ahead and let's get our card base. So we're going to take this and I'm just going to fold this over. Thought I had scored it, but I guess I hadn't. I had scored the other one, not this one. So I'm just going to fold it over, make it quick. Use my bone folder to go at the top like this. Okay. Okay. Now we're going to get out some adhesive. Now you could take this at this point and put some dimensionals on this as well, but I just thought I would just use some adhesive and lay it flat. All right. So I'm going to make sure that's my card opening that way, and these are on this side. However, now you could also do this card where it's like this as well, the landscape instead of the portrait. Okay. Now look, how do I get ink everywhere? It's okay. I'm going to cover it up with this. Okay. So I'm going to lay the old olive first. Then I'm going to lay, I'm going to try to cover that up, the crumb cake, and then I'm going to lay this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little adhesive, because I'm going to put my pine cones on top of there, so you're not going to be able to see it. Okay, so right there, and you could use your Tombow for this, but I decided I'm trying to cover that up. Can you see? Okay. Oh shoot! I put that on there. Shoot! And I didn't need to do that. Look at here. Y'all let me do that, didn't you? Look at y'all. And I don't know if I can take this off. Sometimes this lovely adhesive that we have, this Stampin' Seal, it is permanent. Don't get me wrong, it's permanent, okay? But it seems like it has this memory that Denise is a dweeb. And that sometimes I started hearing before I put my rest of my stuff on there. So it says, we got you covered, girl. So I'm able to take it and it doesn't tear it. But be very careful. I mean, after a while, it's not going to let you do that. So it was kind of quick that I did this. All right, so now I'm going to take my greeting. And I'm going to go about right here. I want it more to this side, so I'm going to take that over there. And then take this one and go back here. There we go. And then just take a little more and try to go over that ribbon so that it'll adhere. Okay. Now let's put it back. I know, sometimes, I don't know. And I'm not going to make another one because of time. So, that's the human side of Nacy. So now we're going to take our dimensionals. Now, what you could do also is you could take your dimensionals, take your little adhesive and put on your pine cone, and then turn and start laying your greenery on the back. But I decided this time just to make it easier on us. Okay. This one I am going to take some adhesive, put on the back like this, kind of have it going down a little bit. And this is why this one's only got the top up here, because I want it to kind of go in here. And if I had another dimensional right there, it would go on top of this, and I want it to kind of snug in like that. Okay. And I did 3 because the rule is 3. You could just do 1 if you wanted, but I wanted to do just that one. Okay. So that's how quick that was to put together. Of course, you know, you do have to die cut it and stuff, but it doesn't take that long if you have that set up. Okay, so let me show you the first one. So as you can see, I went down a little bit lower, and the reason why I went a little bit higher on this one is because of that little mark on there. But this is the one I prefer. I put a little bit behind the sentiment, and this is the one I'll show on the blog. But you get the gist of how to make this card. Okay, can you tell I haven't recorded in a long time? So you guys, please forgive me. But I still like this one. I mean, I like the way it's poking up there. But I prefer this one. I like the way this looks. All right, guys. Well, thanks for stopping by. Don't forget to go check out the blog for specials and things that are going on. I am so excited. We're having our bingo on Saturday, and I cannot wait. And then I'm going to try to go back to get my lives done. I finally got my Haps app to work that I can do YouTube and Facebook at the same time. And so I'm hoping that I can do that so I can show everybody what I'm making at the same time and just come on 2 nights a week live for you guys. And then any special occasions if I, you know, have time and stuff. But I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful week, a blessed week, and Merry Christmas. Bye, guys.